What's going on, everybody? I made some changes to settings. And as we all know, that can break everything. Fingers crossed. Oof. That was a whole day. That was a thing. Congratulations to everyone, including myself, who got through the day. And thanks for hanging out. If you are on Twitch, hang out in the chat. I can probably see it. My eyes they're okay. Staring at screens all day. Now I'm going to stare at screens for a little bit longer. And yeah, hang out in the chat. If not, you can create one. If not, you can lurk. Lurking is it's acceptable. I'm fine with that. As usual, the channel is Chasing Geekdom. Normally, I'm out in the world covering comic conventions and theme park stuffs and race events like Star Wars Half Marathon and so on. Can't do that stuff right now. So we're plopping down here each night, playing games that I'd normally be doing as my nightly wind down from work, and talking about the geekness with the game behind me rather than Disneyland or a comic convention, so on. It's just a lot of multitasking to help kind of push my brain out of post-work mush brainness, and then hopefully into something that will help me take advantage of the rest of my day. Because this is my time now. And yours. I mean, if you're not working. But yeah, just to give you a sample of what I'm usually doing out in the world, here is a channel trailer that is a whole 1 minute and a half long. Be right back. There you go. That's what I'm usually doing. Not overly sad that I can't right now. Facebook reminded me yesterday, 3 years ago, was at Walt Disney World with the homies. That was a violent act on Facebook's part to remind me of that right now. Moving on. What I've been doing, because like I said, I like to talk about the same stuff. Let's see if this might be a little loud on the game volume. I like to talk about the same things that I would be when I'm at the parks. Not a lot of news though, when it comes to this stuff. It's just like, we're still at home. Productions are still shut down. for the most part. I mean, they're making exceptions here and there. Yes, you're watching Batman dance if you're not familiar with Fortnite. So I've concocted this new competition that I've made, and it's going through television shows and films that I love and trying to figure out which characters from that TV show or film would be my most desired hungover brunch guest. It seems silly. I literally have no idea when I came up with this. I think it was just I wanted to talk about all of those things, and I started to early on when I would just be like, this movie's rad. Yeah, cool. You know, so I thought, who would I want to hang out with? I don't know where it came from. And it turned into what is now known by me and my computer as Brunch Madness. I made a thing and I'm proud of it, okay? So, funny enough, the first winner of an actual head-to-head matchup, because I made two brackets. So I made one bracket of 16, that's why it's Brunch Madness, March Madness, and first bracket of 16 was set, and then I was starting to make the other one before kind of putting them all head-to-head, and then I just got tired. Because after work, going through an entire show or an entire movie full of characters, it takes a while. It's science, okay? It's important work that I'm doing, and I want to make sure it's done right in a quest for the most desired hungover brunch guest. Anyway, Avengers winner Thor beat the winner from Wizarding World, because I couldn't say Harry Potter because it was Jacob Kowalski who ended up winning. And between those two, they were the first two on the brackets from their respective films. And Thor won, which works because that Brunch Madness has, you know, Thor getting down on some shawarma. Don't think it would have been brunch though, because unless it was a carryover to the next day, but I think that shot implied that it was like right after the battle, right? And I don't think they got up at the crack of dawn, 5 a.m. to fight all those aliens. Anyway, today I'm not going to go through a show or a movie. I am going to kind of lay the groundwork of what I usually do, and like the criteria that I use. And I have a few. We're down to the final 8 in the first bracket, and I might slowly go through a few of them. One of them is adorable as all heck, and I'm not going to get into why right now. No spoilers. So yeah, let's jump into a game. Playing video games. Oh, by the way, I'm also going to end up inevitably complaining about this game. I used to play it pretty much exclusively, and I got addicted to it. Played it on an iPad, and then I went and visited the God Kits and my homies out in Fargo, and decided I'm gonna try this on Nintendo Switch, which I finally got. And then they also turned me into a little bit more of a brawler in this game, because I used to be that guy that slink around and hide and wait until everyone. I still do that a little, don't get me wrong. But I became a little bit more addicted to a competitive element, a little bit. Like, my ambition level is not super high, and as soon as you get into a groove where you're improving and getting more consistent and a little bit better here and there, you start to notice when the levels, when something's off competitively, uneven in these games. Because I'd see people complaining about it online. I'm like, it's a game. It's got like friggin' Captain America, or it's got a bomb that makes people dance so that you can shoot them. You know, it's like, what? And then I started to get it. This season of this game is maddening, and it's a Marvel season, obviously. That's why I'm playing as Batman. Out of spite, mostly. No. You would think that I would have been I was excited at first. Probably the first 2 rounds that I played. Very quickly figured out how uneven and just, you know, not great this current season is if you have any kind of ambition or competitive, like, inkling. And I'll get into why. Story behind the season. This is only really for those who aren't familiar with this game. Galactus, if it's not in one of the movies, I don't know it. I'm not a comic book reader. I know geek cred's like plummeting, but you know, look, I got Captain America's shield right there, right? My finger's disappearing. It's right there. Yeah, so Galactus, I guess, is coming, and he wants to destroy this island because he's confused. Like, he's off his meds. I don't know. And Thor was like, bro, that's crazy. And he somehow ended up gunning for this island. So this is the, you know, Fortnite island. I don't know if it's got a fancier name. And so then, yeah, I'll get into these map changes and stuff too. That was Aquaman over there. DC, Marvel. Usually they do a little sprinkling of a crossover. They took Marvel and just vomited all over this season. You would think I'd be into that, but like, if I want Marvel, I know where to go. I go to Disney Plus and watch a movie or a show or something. I don't need it to transform. Like, this game already has some very cool storytelling elements to it. Fortnite Island, yeah, that's right. Wait, what's up? Fortnite Island does rule. I missed the former map. I can actually see with my eyeballs all the way over there, and I see your name, Smarkly12. What's up, dude? And I think there may be a delay chat-wise. I don't know how to do settings on things. Yes, I'm gonna dangle over here. That's what I usually do in my first round or so while I jibber jabber, dangle and jibber jabber. Yeah, so it's, you know, I don't need it to overtake. It's got a cool see, you start seeing in the beginning of these rounds, you start seeing like the little emanations that happen above my little box here, and you can see how quickly Doom and Iron Man start taking people out. And it's not because they're overly aggressive, it's because people are going after their weapons because they want to go win the thingamajig. I know English real good. Jibber jabber, dingle dangle, thingamajig. I'm heavily caffeinated, by the way. Oh yeah, I forgot I had Storm's little things. So when I say I like a sprinkle of the geek titles, like stuff like this, you know, I got a little Star Wars glider, I got a Batman skin, because they do these kind of short. Oh man, I've been learning how to. Oh man, this is the problem when you go between different platforms with this game. I've been learning playing this on my PC controller for the first time, and I did it for like 2 days just so I could try it out. And now I'm going back to this one, and it feels different, and it's okay. You see the title of my thing, and it's Mediocre. So I'm going to deliver on that today, I promise. Where am I headed? Lake House. Let's go to the Lake House. That's a nice place. About. Yeah, I go on so many tangents, I never find my way back. So, yeah, so the storytelling It's I just give it to me in relation to this island, because this whole Galactus is coming, and then Thor's like, "Oh, bro, you're out of control," and then he has called in someone over there. Let's see if I can get a sneaky on him. You're gonna go here, aren't you? You're gonna go after. Is there a drop there? Where are you? I already see. Yeah, so he's called all the different Avengers and so on to the island, and then now there are a few overpowered weapons, and there's only one that spawn each round. I heard someone. I probably need to turn the game volume up in my ears so I can hear the footsteps. It's Iron Man has 2, Doctor Doom has 2, and they're insane. Each of them makes someone fly. So 2 people now in each match. I am not ready for this game today. Who's shooting? Are you gonna fight? Where'd you go? Where are you at? Oh, there you are. Are they fighting each other? Oh, there it is. Of course, I'm gonna meet up with Iron Man. Son of a biscuit. Okay. At least this person's trying to shoot me with... Where are they coming from? That Iron Man thing has a cooldown of like 30 seconds, which I think they had to add in later. Where'd you go? There you are. I gotta close the gap. As soon as I close the gap, though, Iron Man's gonna come out and blast me across my face. There you are. I'm gonna get at least... I'm better now. That is what I'm talking about. If I had had something that was a little more long range, like the scoped assault rifle or even a sniper rifle, I wouldn't have had to take so much time closing that gap, and he wouldn't have been able to... Although he missed with the one that had the cooldown and then got me with the iron. It's just this Iron Man, and we don't... This is what I'm talking about. And there are only 2 players per match that end up with these. It's not like... And they're... And I don't know about the Doom ones having that 30-second. It might be shorter than that. But I watched some videos on that Iron Man, that beam that you saw, and it was like, it was getting played like they build with metal, and they were going through metal, like as if it wasn't even there. Like, I don't even know. So I've had to completely do away with ambition, plans, goals, just with this season, which sucks because it's like through the end of November. That's why I've been playing a lot of different games, which I will continue to do in a search to, quite frankly, replace this game until I can find a groove again. Well, till they find an even playing field. But you know, their goal is more the money that they make, that they bring in from crossover money, one, getting battle passes, and two, people buying those, you know, the skins because they're here for that, you know, all the cosmetic stuff. So, you know, obviously they theme a whole season around Marvel, and they're gonna get all the kids in, older kids too, but anyway. So Brunch Madness. Here are the three things that I look for. And I usually go through a whole TV show or film, but I'm going through the brackets now kind of slowly because I realized once I got the brackets set up, I kind of started moving through them pretty quickly. Hungover brunch guest, and this is for me, and it's for science. Thank you. Three criteria. Number one, the energy level. I'm looking for. Let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely not looking to get taken out by Iron Man's repulsors right away. So I wanna see ambition. It sneaks in. I'm gonna go to that same spot. Ambition sneaks in, even when you try to say, you know, I'm just gonna take Batman fishing today, because you can do that in this game. It's once you have accomplished some things, that ambition sneaks in no matter what. You're like, nah, but you know what? I think you land somewhere, like just the stupidest place that you can drop in. You're like, I want to see what's over here. I'm not really worried about. And then it sneaks in, and you try. So yeah, number one, energy level. So hungover brunch guest. Sorry, it can't be anyone that's too hyperactive, like Peter Parker, Tom Holland's version. Although I think really any of them would be a little too much. He's the most uppity of all of them, though, really. So he's a good example. Oh, did I miss? Ooh, I barely made that. Make sure. All right. And hey, what is with all the great? Just calm down. I am trying to have a conversation. All right, where do I want to go? Well, let's go out that way. See if they can get me while I'm on the zip line. I dare you. Oh, there's a couple. And then also on the other end of the spectrum, you don't want someone that's going to be too comatose, like where you'd be worried about them. Like Kate Austin from Lost. That's an example I like to use. Oh, there's the droid. I'm asking for it now. These droids are going to shoot at me as soon as they see me. Those are Stark Technology droids. Not totally sure why they're shooting at us, because we're all in the same gang. It's another inconsistency with the writing of this game. I was going to say show, but they're protecting those Quinjets, and the Quinjets are here to help us with Galactus coming, and Thor brought all of the Marvel homies here to help us, and yet for some reason the droids still shoot at us. Maybe it's because they know we're here to pillage their weapons. I'm not sure. Why is there a gnome? Okay. I'll turn up the game volume for myself, so I want to hear all the footsteps. So yeah, Kate from Lost was always had such a just messed up life, and there's not many points in that life but you could really count on next day after tying one on that she wouldn't have gone too far, and so you'd be more like, you okay? Like, do we need to hospital it, or you know? And for this experiment, you'll see why in a minute, that won't work for me. Thanks. So somewhere in that middle of that spectrum, energy level wise. Number two, man, getting used to this controller again, and it's only been literally 3 or 4 matches trying with the PC controller. Anyway, I can go for a little trip. Is there a fight? Not a big fan of this weapon. Number 2, somebody who would be good to the service staff. So it's important to me. One, I mean, like, that's kind of an indicator of, I think, being a good person, but also for myself, I would want to be overtly excuse me, good and kind and all of that stuff. But if I'm hungover or post-work mush brain or just tired generally, I don't know that I could trust myself to be as, not gregarious about it or whatever, but, you know, give me it. My weapons, give me it. There we go. I could win a match with what I have. See, that's the thing with these overpowered, like, weapons. Those two things. I'm not talking about mythic boss weapons that are just gold or orange or whatever. Because that stuff, like, if you know what you're doing, just the regular mechanics of the game, you could beat them with a pistol, potentially. You know, like, if they're really good with those, with weapons in general, maybe, probably not, but still, there's still a chance, like a likelihood. But with those things, you see these, like, people who've really probably never played the game before with those just mowing through everyone. That's no fun. Let's go for a ride. Where to? That's, I can't get up there, can I? Oh, wait, I can take this, though. How about... No, not that one. So yeah, I would need, for the number 2 criteria for this, what just happened? Someone who could be kind of the ambassador for me, you know, so who has that built in, that they would be good and kind and gracious and everything, but also that they could take over those interactions, because I don't know I'd be in the right headspace, like someone I could trust more than myself to do so as, like, ambassador of goodness in those scenarios. Oh, look at that. Good move. This little chateau here, so this whole, I'm on this whole thing just plopped right on down thanks to Tony's, I don't know, I was calling it the burner phone Bifrost, because, like, he built these things that were sending out a message, and when he did this, I don't even know, they didn't really explain what it was, but once they kind of converged, that giant chunk of somewhere landed there. I was gonna say this little chateau is a letdown, you know, when it comes to stuff, but you're seeing it happen right before your very eyes. So I kept thinking this was like Tony's, like, private cabin or something, and then it turned out I was right, and I'll show you why in a second. Is it here? Yeah. Oh no, wait, that wasn't it. Where is it? It's got his own little bat cave. There it is. And you'd think, oh, cool, well, if I come out here in Tony's house, you're gonna get some real good loot, but nope. Boogie bomb? The boogie bombs have no radius, I've noticed. Like, you really gotta hit someone in the face with that thing. Yeah, it's real short on loot, but I could drive that car, but I don't feel like it. So that was number 2 criteria. See, I do this multitasking, and in a moment, during number 3, you will know why I do this. So number 3 would be someone who would be interested in, could participate in, and would be into this kind of silly brunch madness. Let's talk about fictional characters, and who would be a good hungover brunch guest kind of thing. It's not totally random, the reason why I do it. I'm being silly, but not for the sake of being silly. I will put my mind to something like this. One, so that it allows me to talk about my favorite TV shows and films and such. Where is everyone? And that's always nice. I do it when I'm tired, when I'm hungover, when I'm after work, especially, like when I'm just like, because it puts my mind on the things that I love. It forces me to think creatively on things that are mine during my time, to help me push my brain out of work mode or whatever it is and into something that's hopefully going to help me take advantage of the rest of the day, on the time that's mine, even if the end result is do I care? I don't care. Do I care? No, I don't care. So that's why I do it. Now, I don't necessarily need hungover brunch guest person to buy into that aspect of it. But at the point I am right now with the first bracket of 16, I'm in... Son of a... Come on, internet. Okay. I'll have to keep an eye on that. My studio software here was telling me internet starts going bad. Okay, where am I? Here. Yeah, if it starts glitching, it's fine. You'll see. If it gets real bad and cuts out, you'll have like you'll see this kind of holding screen with the guy who's like holding his head like something's wrong. But anyways, so that's why I do it. I don't necessarily need them to buy in, but like the people that are left, first of all, won their show or film, and that little bit of like the buy-in to the reason why behind it is usually the gravy that kind of put them over the top. What is that? Have I been here? So there's 9 of us left, and I have yet to hear Doom weapons, which means they're going to be happening soon. What I've been trying to do... Nope. Oh yeah, I don't build, by the way. I can't get there by just running. I like to look at the design of... It's pretty autumn. Why would I want to cover that with, stacks of blocks of fences of wood and metal and I promise you there are other people on this island to fight, but I just have not found them. There's one. And he's flying, which means he's got there he is. He's got the Iron Man business. That's all right. He doesn't see me yet because I'm the Dark Knight. Terrible shooting. Terrible shooting. Whoa. Whoa. That's embarrassing. And they didn't... Oh. I got... Okay. That person who they just got did not deserve that. They were a really good shot with that shotgun. I should have been able to take advantage of them not seeing me. Again, let's just remind you of the title of this stream. It's Mediocre. It's less than that right now. Wow. But you saw what happened with that. That's just ridiculous. Yeah. They deserve better than that for the nice shot that they had on me there. Sit down, Batman. You're embarrassing me. It's his fault. So, yeah, so the fact that they're in the top 8 means that they won their show or film, and they also beat out their first pairing on that bracket. So we already know that they've got the gravy on top of, like, in all of the categories, which makes it much more difficult. And now that we know that criteria, I'm going to do at least one of the matchups from this final 8. I'll go over there, I think. Promise I do good on this game sometimes. You know, I have 200 and something solo wins out of, don't worry about how many matches. I'm edging into lifetime 10% of matches played too, and I want to get it up to next year if I end up playing this game as much as I used to, which it's gonna take a miracle of storytelling. By the way, down there on my tour guide voice, to the right of Batman's armpit, we have the Sentinel Graveyard. I'd pull up closer, but I don't really want to land just yet because I'm a little scared, thanks to being shot in the face by people who are better than me. Keeps your arms and legs inside the X-Wing at all times, thank you. Alright. Once in a while, I do like to jump into battle, but you know, let's do. I just want to see what's going on down here. There was this sad little... Internet's gonna crap out in any second now. Alright, it's trying to recover. You know what made me feel better about internet woes is the fact that even the top, bestest, most amazingest, most popular streamers in the world deal with it. Dr. Disrespect has been for like weeks. He's been trying to get fiber of some sort. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, right here. And which is something that I've been lobbying for. Oh, I really wish they would get like that fiber in my area, so that, yeah, there used to be this sad lone henchman just hanging out up here, and it was so funny, but he used to apparently camp out right there. I want an automatic weapon. Let's go find one. And anyway, I have no idea how many different stories that I've gone tangential on and not come back to, and that is the nature of this business as far as how I do it. Automatic weapons. The one thing that storytelling wise with this this game that really just, they had a hook in me, and then they just decided to do Marvel Vomit instead, is at the end of one of the seasons. I'll take that. I'll take this little fella. That, what's his name, Midas blew up that device right here, and where this here we go. Why am I giving so many charge guns? Okay. Actually, I do prefer that over a pistol. Sets off the device, and then this, in the cinematic, it cuts to the whole, you're in an office setting. So peel a layer back of like what's actually behind all of this island, because if you're taken out, or you take someone out, you see the little drone for a split second, or whatever it is that's projecting our little avatars. So it's like, okay, so in this point of view of this game, you know, that it's not real. So, or it's projected, or it's, you know, whatever the case may be. And it was, I think, proven, that theory proven, or at least bolstered, or whatever word I'm looking for, by the fact that they had that cutaway to that office setting, and then suddenly your first person point of view, and Jonesy's in in a suit and he starts talking to you. And I was excited for a second because I'm like, oh my gosh, are they going to do Battle Royale in an office setting? Because that would be amazing. But I'm like, okay, so now we're getting a little peek behind the scenes and like, let's peel it back a little bit more. And they're like, just kidding. We're going to Thor, Galactus, and Wolverine and all that stuff. And they do that though. I mean, like, even when a new season happens, where am I headed? How about, let's just go to the middle. Let's just go to the middle of where everyone's going to fight. See if we can find a fight and not be too terrible. Oh, stupid droids. I will not die by their hand, though. I want to die playing an actual player. They do that. Like, they'll do a big thing. They won't spell everything out for you, though. You know, in the cinematics or in whatever, they leave little clues in the aftermath, just throughout the game, which is kind of brilliant, because then it's like, that's part of the discovery in this game, where you're running around and you're like, oh snap, like there was that at the top of what used to be the agency, is now the authority or whatever, was the sad little henchman that was like left behind. And you look around and you see moving boxes. Those are the things that were what I was calling the burner phone Bifrost. Whenever I saw those things, because they had like rainbow-esque things coming out of them, I kept imagining like Thor going on and on about the power of the Bifrost and this and that, and Tony Stark being like, I could build one, and then like did. And then like maybe he did because they didn't want Galactus to be like, well, Galactus knows that phone number, the Bifrost number, and so, you know, he built the burner phone version. That's my theory. It's scientific. Oh yeah, I forgot there. So yeah, tangentials have been lost, so I'm gonna go back to, it's another nice thing about doing this is that it lets me use the multitasking muscles that I use for stupid job, no offense, work, I guess, and utilize it for me. Oh, I hear Doom. Someone's got the Doom weapons. Don't like... This thing's like a little pea shooter. It's not very powerful, but... Let's see what I can come up with in this bridge. So, that's nothing. And they also randomize the loot drops too, which I guess I'm okay with. Brunch Madness. So the team up that I want to do today, the matchup I should say, is going to be the winner from, and they've already advanced through one matchup each, the winner from The Good Place television program from NBC, and the winner from Back to the Future movie trilogy. What's adorable about this matchup? Oh, there's my favorite gun in all of this game. Thank you very much. I like it because I'm most confident with it, and the blue version is the most powerful version you can get of it right now. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. All right, let's go fight some people with it if I can. Just not droids, because that's lame. Through science and no bias whatsoever, the winner of The Good Place was Michael, the demon turned human. Eventually, at the very end, spoilers. Sorry if you haven't watched that show. The series ended, so... played by who? Ted Danson. Okay. the winner from... Do I want to go up there? Not so much. That's Stark Industries right there. So there's droids and there's some idiot who was just obliterating everybody with... Where? I mean, come on. All right, next round I am going to drop into the miss. Because this is just silly. The winner from the Back to the Future trilogy was Clara Clayton from Back to the Future 3. Played by... Who? Was it Mary Steenburgen? Is that right? Oh. What do those two people have in common? Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen. Could they... What do they share? Marital bed? Did I yell? I think I did. Yeah, they're married, which is adorable, I think. I did choose this matchup out of the winners. Like, they won fair and square in their shows, and then they won fair and square in their first matchups. I did debate whether or not to put them together yet, but I thought maybe a little bias-wise, because this is adorable. Yeah, look at this. There's 18 of us left. I've been in the middle this whole time. Whoever gets pushed in from here is going to have the stupid Iron Man thingamajigs. And they're still fighting it out over there. Okay. How about I run in some more circles? So, let's jump into a little bit one more time because I made this and I'm very, very proud of it. Brunch Madness. Yep. There they are. Where's that coming from? Straight ahead. Error doom. Inevitably, when you get to the last, usually I don't hear them until I get to the last like 10, maybe less, but oh, okay. Here's an opportunity. Oh my gosh, they have both. Okay, this is what I like to do. I'm not going to use them, you guys. 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 I'm going to get rid of them. Okay, I'm only going to use this. That's it. Unless, do I want that? Shotgun? No? Oh, I'm so happy right now. I got my favorite gun. I got all of the mythic weapons. Who's that? Oh no, I don't. They've got Wolverine claws. I'm back. I'm okay. There's not enough places in the inventory to now hold on to all the mythic ones and take them out of the game. As soon as I thought. I was so excited. You saw that. I had both the Iron Man and both of the Doom. Sit down, Batman, you're embarrassing me. Now Wolverine claws are in the game, so now we know there's at least 3 players in this game. This is so dumb. It was a good elimination I had, though. That's one thing that I have gotten better at, that I had to work on, was reaction. Like in CQB, close quarter battle, which it does tell me that I haven't lost all of my, not skill, but reaction and like usage of, you know, these Joy-Cons for the Switch. Oh yeah, you can actually maybe see the little glow right there. Anyways, that's the PC controller. Anyway, when players would get that close to me, normally my reaction, it's hard, it obscures your view, and so my reaction would be to move the camera to kind of look from above, and when you do that, your character is pointing the gun down your player. So I would shoot people in the foot or in the ground by their foot. And I actually tried to stop doing that, and I'm glad that I have a good habit, at least. That's good. What's not good is that there are a shameful amount of, well, there's 3. I guess if there were more of them, kind of like when they did the lightsabers, when they had the short Star Wars crossover, you know, it didn't. Let's go to the stacks. It didn't overtake the story of the season, which is there, and it was brief, but when they had the lightsabers, they were overpowered. But some people figured out how to take them out, which is good. But they were everywhere. They were in regular loot boxes, you know, so you could stumble. So there's like 40, 30 players with them out. That's fine. Like, if you're going to do it, make it accessible, kind of like just as accessible as a purple assault rifle would be, which is pretty much it was, you know. So it was new, it was different, it was powerful, but it was evenly distributed just as much as these other weapons. But when you have 3 that are insane, I don't think that Wolverine's going to be able to fly, because I don't think he has anything in his character vault. I don't know what I'm going for there, but that speaks to any that kind of thing. Storm obviously is going to be able to fly. I wonder if I did see her stuff. I think maybe there's 4 now. I don't even know. But even then, if it's stuff that 3 to like that, anyway. I told you I was going to complain about this game. We'll get back to Brunch Madness though. This is why I've been, like, if you look at my channel and if you look where I export everything to YouTube, you'll see, you know, like this game literally for 2 years was the only video game I played. And this season broke me just because it's just so uneven competitively. But I did still get to accomplish one thing today, which a good elimination, and then also pick up all of those weapons with an intention to not use them. I could have, and maybe have done better in that exchange, but I was not tempted. Because I'm a good person and stuff. So, Mary Steenburgen and Ted Danson are matched up today. And they're characters from The Good Place and Son of a Biscuit. Ugh. Alright. Oops. I did that to my own self. Alright, let's get over here maybe. Yeah, let's jump in. I'll probably be here for maybe an hour. But probably less. We're gonna do the one matchup, I think. Energy level wise, I don't know if you guys remember Clara Clayton. She was, seriously, Doc Brown's lady, his love, and then his wife the end of Back to the Future 3. And so she won from that trilogy. That was a weird one to try to do because it was like I forgot how many of the characters in that were high school students. So I'm like, well, kind of get eliminated just because they're too energetic, especially Marty. Young Marty, especially. That. But Clara won. And let's take a look at her. So energy level wise, between the two, we have to compare them because we've already established that they're both great for each. Energy level. Clara is, so if we look at her at the end, she's an educator. I believe that's what she was going to, whatever town that was in that film. I'll take you. That she was there to be a teacher, but I'm pretty sure. And at the end of the thing, she's a mom. And to be either of those things, you've got to know how to manage your night befores. You know, and she seems like, you know, her and Doc would, you know, have a nice, what would they drink? A sherry? That's Frasier. You know, they'd enjoy themselves in a nice, calm way, but I think she would imbibe. But because of being an educator and also being a mom, I think she knows how to control her night befores, and, you know, she'd be in that spectrum. I think that because of that self-control, she would also be, yeah, good. I like these. Thank you. For me. Kind of want to get this direction, perhaps. Yeah. So she would, yeah, she would know how to make sure she's in the right place, energy level wise. So that's like, it's the reliability, I think, is a good selling point for her. And what speaks to that is being a mom and being an educator. All right. Michael, what won the last few rounds was Michael. And again, spoilers if you haven't seen The Good Place, but don't go anywhere, please. Just plug your ears for like an hour. Is human Michael. He's, I always let any appearance of any phase of life, if you will, that's actually on film. No, they're just fighting droids. I'm not dealing with that. Thank you. It's not as bad getting taken out by the droids as it was the Marauders of last season. That was where this game was off last season. So much of the field was taken out by non-player characters. They were so aggressive and such good shots. They were dumb. Like, you could hide in a bush. They was shooting. That seems like two people. What kind of feels like today is that I leveled up a little, and everybody that I'm playing against is suddenly better than me. It's happened to me before, although this guy's closing the gap. I like to close the gap because he's Oh, he got me good there. Ah! He's gonna get me. Most likely. I got him a little bit. No, I'm not gonna get him with that. There we go. Ooh, I need some health. Badly. Oh, I should have had a little health packet thingy. What was he getting me with that? That is shameful, man. I should be embarrassed. Oh shoot. I gotta go. Oh man, I'm gonna get lost in the storm because of that guy. Well, that's a first. It's been a long time. Oh, and I only have 8 health. Sons of biscuits. Dang it. Nope. And that thing's there. Ah, oh, this sucks. Can he do it? Can he do it? Can he do it? No, he cannot. Ah. Is there a... Nope. I'm out. 6, 5. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm toast. I haven't been eliminated by the storm in over a year. Not my greatest showing today, but that's okay. Where was I? Michael. So, if a slice of someone's life is different than a period of time is shown on film, I can use that. And he's a human at the end of the series. It's in season 4, the like last episode. And there's a lot of what we know about Michael before that I think feeds into who he's going to be as a human. It's science, don't argue with it. And that was embarrassing. So energy level wise, human Michael. It's tricky because he's new to being human, so he's not practiced in the art of the drinking. But I think that because he's so excited to be human, he seeks out a lot of advice. You know, he wants to connect with people, because that was the thing that made him want to be, is because he saw humans and he learned about humans from interacting with them, and he loved it so much that he wanted to be one. And so I think, you know, he's going to be, if he goes to a bar or anywhere, he's going to be, oh yeah, tell me about whatever, and tell me about this. So he's going to be seeking a lot of wisdom. And he does have, he's got life experience as far as just existing as something. He was a demon, yes, but I think he knows enough to know that he needs to learn from other beings. So I think he'd really soak in like bartender knowledge, you know. And because of that, I think he could control his, not as much as her. I think he could get out of control here and there. But let's see, where am I going to head this time? Let's not get eliminated by the storm. All right, how about people like going over here? Let's see if I can find a fight over there. I need to redeem myself, I think, today. So I think he'd seek out advice. And not as reliable, I don't think, energy level wise, just because it's possible he could be on the wrong end of that spectrum, where he's like, oh, whoops, I've learned. What is that? Is that some... this game? Oh, by the way, there are some drones of Galactus or something out there. I don't know what they are. When I first saw it, I was so confused and asked it what its purpose was, and then it shot at me, and then I knew what its purpose was. Alright. Here we go. So I think he most likely would be. Okay, are you shooting at me seriously while I'm, like, gliding? What's wrong with you? Hey! They already got me. They took a chunk out of me. This is what it's like. Oh, great. I have a fishing rod. Oh, here we go. I can defend myself at least. That was so rude. They want me. They're like, I want to get Batman. Real good. Batman with Deadpool's katanas, by the way. They try to say that these skins have no competitive advantage, which is horsepucky. Because I'm hard to see in the shadows when someone is wearing all neon. Very easy to see. I've sniped someone through a bush only because I saw them because they were neon. So don't tell me that it's impossible to find a competitive advantage with any cosmetic thingamabob. Oh, someone's shooting at me with Iron Man stuff. Ah. There we go. I controlled myself just a little bit. Give me that. Nope, not that. Give me that. Give me that. I don't need a freaking fishing pole. Thank you very much. Give me that. Let me hide. Look, my wounds. Okay. Holy cow. This is more exciting, though. So yeah, Michael would... He'd be there, but you wouldn't be able to rely on it as much as, say, Clara Clayton. Just because she's got more experience as a human being. But they're both there. So I think, though, with that, I would say still point Clara on that one, but just by a nudge. But we'll see if that nudge makes it so that she's big time winner. Secondly, goodness to the waitstaff. This one's gonna be tough between these two. Alright, should I go fight someone? I think I should. Let's do. Where are you at? Hello? Anyone? I'm so bad with the noises in this game. I can hear footsteps. I feel like I'm always deceived, like where they actually are. As long as you do the bouncy. Come on, anyone? Alright, maybe I'll go down here. I'm always very impressed by the ones that, like, get you while you're in midair. Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh man, I gotta go get healthy again. Oh, give me that. Let's go with the friggin' urgent care. Batman urgent care is right over here. Alright, Batman. Let's get you all fixed up again. Yeah, goodness to the waitstaff. So start with Michael this time. Michael is so excited. He's so excited to be human. Because again, I'm going with human Michael because I can, because it's science, and back off. Now, again, he's doing this because he likes humanity so much. The guy, he was a demon, and human beings turn him around so much that he wanted to be a human being because of the humans, which is pretty great. All right, where are we at here? Let's go. I'm staying here until they tell me to leave. So, and again, he's psyched to connect with people. The fact that he changed to being a human because he was so fond of humans tells me that he's going to be good to the humans, you know, who are helping us out doing our little brunch service. So that's good. And he's also so excited that he's gonna want to like connect with them, and he's gonna be excited about every little thing. Would that be annoying though? Oh my gosh, this like Eggs Benny is the greatest thing he's ever had, and he gets so excited. I guess it depends on where we are, but I think they'll find that charming, and I know that he'll take those interactions off of my plate. I just caught the reference, plate and brunch, and anyways. So that's great on his part, because I know that I won't have to deal, because he'll be like so excited to connect with them. And I think he would also, because of it, I think he'd also be seeking to improve their day. I think he'd do that consciously, because there's got to be some leftover guilt from all the torture that he's done as a demon as well. So I think he's reliably going to be pretty great in that category. Clara, goodness to the waitstaff. So with her, so she's married to Doc. So she's out and about in public, going to restaurants, places with Doc Brown. Doc Brown's a good dude, but he's intense. Oh, there it is. There's that. Oh, what is... I'm not even... Okay, the people that seek out to try to... Do you see it? Where to go? It's right there. That seek out to try to, like, take that out are the same people that were seeking out to try to kill the shark. It was like a suicide mission. So just run. Just run. It's not a part of the game. It's not a part of my game. I'm here to compete with other players. Moving on. I think there's a point where you can't really avoid them, but... what was I? Waitstaff and Clara. Right. So Clara, she's usually out and about with Doc, and Doc he's a good dude, but he's intense, and so I think that she's probably used to one taking over those interactions, because she knows that her sweetness is going to be received a little bit better than, say, you know, Doc's like super intenseness. It's a word. And so she's used to that, so I think that she'll have like that skill. I'll close the door so I can hear them open it. Kind of on lockdown. She'll know what's up there. She also is kind of she's pretty intuitive. It's kind of something that I kind of gleaned, I think, from her character in that film. I think she'd be able to read the room, and like me, i.e. me, and see like, oh, like he's broken, and I think he needs a little bit of help, you know, with this interaction with these wait people, the service folks. And if we're out, we're friends too, so she'll know like he needs me to be his ambassador of goodness right now, and would be well equipped to do so. So that's good. And I think, of course, she's already very kind and all that, and appreciative of what they're doing. So it would be a low key, but very genuine, sweet kind of... Okay, how many? Let's see. I've got 10 left. Any bets on what number we're going to get to in players left? before we start hearing these overpowered weapons. I'm thinking 8. Anyways, because they're all probably on their way in. Oops, I don't want that. They're all getting pushed in from retail, I bet. People like that spot. I don't like this one. Anyhow. So both would be good. They would both take over those interactions. Hers would be pretty low-key and sweet and good, and that's still going to improve their day, but I don't think it's going to overtly, like, it's not going to be her, like, setting out to. I think a little bit of a point to Michael on that aspect. But what? I guess it really does come down to where you are to... We're assuming these are quality, you know, service folks, kind of. Like, not quality, but like good folks, because everybody has a bad day, you know, when it comes to like giving out the service. I hear shotguns, which is good. Let's go find them. Whoa, he says as he gets shot in the buttocks. Where'd you go? I got you in the face places. Look a try. Oh, you had that gun. Ooh, it's scoped. Let's do. Thanks, buddy. Good outing. Whoever you are who's still watching me. They're probably like, I hope he die. I like this little scoped job, but only if I need it. Where do I hear? There we go. Let's see. Well, I was just about to say the good news is it's 7 and I haven't heard those weapons yet, but... Oh, here we go. Someone had a build a fort thing. Alright, so let's... Oh, there we go. We've got a sweaty little builder over there. Let's bomb that. Oh. I have to peek over this little wall here, aren't I? There they are. Okay. Where are you, Doom weapons? I see someone right about... Oh, they see me too. Peek. Look at him. Oh, he got me good. I think it is. That was stupid. Alright. Here we go. Where is he at? Oh wait, no, they have to go this way. Come meet me out here. That was a bad shot with that thing. Alright. So yeah, I think both of them would take the interactions off my plate, which is good. I'm into that. I think of which is more preferable. So he'd be a little more energetic about it, I think. About, like, more enthusiastic, I think, about trying to improve their day. So I want to try to get them from distance or stick with what I know. There's 3 left. Then she'd be more low-key and a little more intuitive. That intuitiveness as well is good for them. I think she'd know, like, she'd be able to read and see, like, what kind of place we're in. there. They know where I am. They know where I am. There's 2 of us left. Shoot. And it looks like they're probably pretty good. So I'm gonna try to scope you, just as a. They're gonna have some sort of like. All right, you know what? Get it. Let's go. Here we go, baby. Oh, I totally missed. Here we go. Let's just brawl. Come on. Oh, you got me good. It's the second time with that orange shotgun thingy. Got rickrolled. All right, one more. I honestly do suspect that they've pushed me up. As I used to do. I mean, I am playing less, but solo wins are getting easier, and it feels like I've been. And it happens every once in a while, but usually only when you play very consistently, where they push you up into a level where everybody's pretty much better than you. It could be just that I'm rusty too. I'm playing Batman, playing all these other games, and also trying the PC controller and playing this on PC. Like, it's weird. Anyway, excuses again. Mediocre. It's in the title, so don't expect more. If you play golf, you know the phenomenon where it's like you get some of the mechanics of a thing down. I used to play golf once a year, but because I played a little bit more consistently for a little bit of time, you end up expecting more than you should out of the practice that you've been giving to it. So it gets very frustrating. And you're like, I know I've done such and such before. I haven't played or practiced at all in one whole year, but it still gets this maddening, and you're like, I've never thrown a golf club. I don't know what you mean. Where you're like, why am I not playing perfectly? It's just, well, because you're not practicing. I think the same should be applied here. I need to lower my expectations of myself. I'm trying to keep it there. Like, I'm not sharp. But it's one thing I will give Fortnite over other games is that little indicator of connectivity. I don't like that it's only a Wi-Fi symbol, because I'm plugged in. I'm Ethernet, but I know where they're getting at. I don't know. I think I'm gonna give round number 2 there. I'm gonna give to Clara, only because I think that intuitiveness, the ability to read the room, is going to not only apply to me and realize like, oh yeah, I should take this over because he's wrecked. Well, that's not helpful at all. Let me see, like, I haven't been to retail today. Let's go over there. I think it's going to extend to them as well. And I think that is also going to improve their day, and it kind of make things nice and smooth all the way around and reliable as far as those interactions are concerned. There's no question marks there like there was a little bit perhaps with Michael's energy level. So that's 2 for her, for Michael to win this round of... What does that mean? What does this mean? Oh, that's where those... Interesting. We just saw a Galactus drone being born? Cool story, bro. And by... Does that mean someone's already been here? Yep. I don't care. I see a weapon, I'm gonna take it. By bro, I mean Fortnite people who abandon their own story to go with Marvel stuffs. By the way, for those of you who don't play Fortnite, did you know that you can find Marvel stories elsewhere? Like, I don't know, Disney Plus? It surprised me as well that Fortnite wasn't the main portal, the main Bifrost. Oh, what I did into Marvel Entertainment. Huh. Who would have thought that they could have stuck with their own lore? Who knew? Who knew? That's wild, I know. Says the guy who's playing the game, but hey, I hear someone. Who's gonna shoot? Who's gonna shoot? Come on. I am a sure thing. Don't hide. Put a notch in your belt. This is starting to sound nasty, but I mean in Fortnite eliminations. Family friendly. Keep it family friendly. Alright, I'll take you, thank you. This. Wouldn't mind a little. Anywho, we're going into the last criteria, which is interest in this conversation. Both are going to be invested, and I'll tell you why. And we'll see who we prefer more. Who's doing that? Who's shooting? We'll start with Clara. Who's doing that? As I pointed out earlier, Clara is both an educator and a mother. And those things, when you are those things, you know, you need to know a lot, or a little, about a lot of things. You're gonna do, oh, what the heck and stuff is that? I am out of here. Get your random Marvel ass out of here. If I don't know what you are from the movies, I don't know what you are, and I don't want to know. I am not interested. I am a lazy but passionate Marvel fan of the things that you would find on streaming services to watch in filmed entertainment. Thank you very much. And that was me running away. Thank you. Oh, look, there's someone fighting over here. And they want to fight me now. Good job. I'll let them finish. Let's see who wins. Let's see who wins. Let's fight the one who wins. Come on. Come on. Three-way. Family friendly. Family friendly. Who's gonna get the dub? That was me. Now who's left? Where are you, buddy? Oh, you're over here. Okay. Hey. Rude. Okay. They were fighting someone though, so I need to hightail it. Oh, they're... Where are you? They looked a little crazy with that weapon there. Are you good with it though? We're about to find out. Should I? Yeah, why don't I do this? Don't come around the corner, please. Don't come around the corner, please. Okay, now I'm ready. So, moms and educators need to know a little about a lot of things. She's also a fan Are you in here? No? No. Of books and reading and such. Someone's around this corner here. Because of this, I'm low. Crap, I need to get some ammo. And some slurp juice. A lot went down in here, didn't it? Oh wait, is that a little shroom? Or is it? Ah, screw it. I don't care. So yeah, I think she'd have a lot to contribute. We'd be able to find, you know, common ground or whatever. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, I should have jumped. But Pineapple Ghost. I like that name. Good job. At least it's not like something written in binary. Alright, I lied. One more. Feeling a little bit better about my shootings. But not expecting a dub today. So knows a little about a lot of things. She's an educator, so I think she can appreciate the idea of the thought experiment, kind of, even if it's talking about trivial things, but kind of pushing the mind into a more creative spot. I think she'd find that useful, again, also as an educator and a mother, because there are going to be times where she's like, I got to be on. She needs to be on, and won't be as much, and so could talk about something sci-fi. I mean, she's living a sci-fi life with Doc, but I bet she seems like she'd be like an Asimov fan or Douglas Adams, or we could talk about, you know, Hitchhiker's Guide or Restaurant at the End of the Universe or something like that. Or maybe after being with Doc, that might hit a little too close to home, but I think that she'd be down for that. How about, where haven't I been to today? Springs? Let's not wait this whole time. Let's just go this time. I might get caught in a storm, but who cares? So, play like a normal person. Michael is new to being human, and if you remember him from the show, when he was a demon, he collected all that human stuff. He was super, super, super duper into human artifacts, kind of like how the Weasley's dad was like, oh, he loved the Muggles, and it wasn't like he revered it, you know? It wasn't like rude or condescending or like, look at how lame they are. He was fascinated, you know, by how they did stuff. There are some parallels there, I think. Wait, am I in the wrong? I thought I was going to one place, and am I going to another? No. Yeah. Yeah. I thought I was going somewhere else. It doesn't matter. Let's go here. That's good. I already hear a shotgun. So, you know, Michael was like, he had all those paper clips, if you remember, and like just all this stuff. So he's super excited about. Yeah, come upstairs, buddy. I got a gun. Oh. Where are you? See what you're doing. I can see where the cracks are forming. Gonna come here? Gonna come here? What are we gonna do? Gonna do this dance? Where you at, bud? Alright. I'm gonna finish this, what you started. There we go. Oh! Iron Man situation. Sons of monkeys, here we go. He's gonna try to burn his freaking house down with me in it. You're probably gonna succeed too. Yeah, so Michael's excited about nice theme music coming along with your weapons. Like, give it a rest. Maybe it's to alert me to danger, but I already know there's danger, kids. Were you fleeing danger too? I am so sorry that I got you in the face while you were trying to flee danger. We should have teamed up, whoever you were. How am I getting out of here? Am I gonna have to actually build something? Stupid. Yep. Let's see if I remember how to do that. I want to do... Look at that, I did it. So proud. Oh, it's one of those things. Go, run away. Where's my holy hand grenade when you need it? Who are they fighting? Oh, they're coming right after me. I'm out of here. So Michael, he is so excited to learn about humans, and I think he's, as soon as he hit Earth, he's ingesting everything, including filmed entertainment. So he's gonna want to have this kind of conversation. He's gonna be, oh wow, he's gonna be just in that Ted Danson kind of like, I'm excited about something kind of way. Be just so tickled that he's going to be able to participate, and I think definitely let him kind of choose what we're going to talk about, because he'll have just watched something, and then we'll get down on this, and is what he see as far as the merit in the thought experiment itself. I mean, he did end up being a human man in his late 50s, 60. I try to be delicate about age here, because I'm also oldish. So, he's in a state of life where, yes, he's going to be excited, but I would imagine if it's a realistic human experience for him, yeah. Anyway, he would be prone to needing something to jumpstart creative aspects of his brain. So he'd probably find that amusing too. Be like, oh man, why do I need this? But let's do it. It's so weird, like, that I am in a state that's not always, operating at 100%. Do I dare? Yes, I do. Right. Oops. Now I drew attention to myself. Why not? So between the two, though, on that one, does anything regarding Michael tip the scales? Because she's already kind of got the lead there on the first two. Like, is he so overwhelmingly into that scenario more so than she is, to the point where it overrides her other wins? I don't know. Because he would be... She would know better why it was important. And yes, I said important again. I will say it again. This is science. I think that she's got more responsibility. She's a mom. She's a teacher. He's flying solo, so his experience with it is purely and need for it is purely as kind of an entertainment factor, because he seems like he's humaned into retirement. I don't know that they didn't establish whether or not he'd be working. I'm sure he'd want to, just to have that aspect of the human experience, but like, he's in a pretty privileged position. I think that she'd need it more, and I think that she would appreciate it more. Yeah. You know, those loot llamas, they used to be much more exciting. Did they used to come with weapons, or am I wrong? Back in the day. Alright, don't go too far. So I think, at this point, this episode of that we have a winner between Michael from The Good Place, played by Ted Danson, against Clara Clayton from the Back to the Future trilogy, played by his wife, Mary Steenburgen. Clara Clayton is the winner. I might replace that one. It's a little cheesy with the sound effect, but you know, I'm getting my mileage out of all that hard work I put into creating it. What do we got left? 23. So this will be my last round, but if you were only here for the Brunch Madness, I will say, as usual, stick around if you want to. But as usual, the channel is Chasing Geekdom. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of the places at Chasing Geekdom. I'm more regularly on Twitter right now because Instagram I use for photojournalism from events that I go to cover, which I can't right now because of broken worldness. And so I'm not much of a throwback kind of person, so I will once in a while, here and there. I do miss that community, honestly. So if you've come over here from there when I posted on that story today, I miss you guys very much so. I should just go and lurk more, honestly, just to kind of saturate in that goodness. Facebook not as much as far as my channel is concerned, but if you're here, friends and fam, what's up? Thanks for coming to hang out. And do it again. Do whatever you got to do to join me here in the liveness here on Twitch. It's fun. And let's see, what do we got left? ChasingGeekdom.com, but I don't really. Again, it's more of updates for when things are happening. But you can go back through articles and things that I've written, galleries, photo galleries from those events as well, and then YouTube. All of these streaming sessions end up on YouTube, and that link is in the bio here on Twitch and Chasing Geekdom as well. So, it took me 50 of these streaming sessions for me to accidentally drop the F-bomb. I have family friendly on here, and it was the first time I ran into one of these little weird, unexpected, inexplicable Marvel elements that just came out of nowhere, and F-bomb dropped. And 50 sessions is, I think that's pretty admirable. I dropped an S here and there, maybe an A, but the F-bomb took a while. Yeah, I try to do these every weekday, Monday through Friday at around 7:15 to start, but we'll see if I hold to that. I think I may still just hold to that, but be a little bit less ambitious with, if need be, how deep I go into the multitasking. I'll always have a topic, because you're never going to get pro level gameplay from me. That's not the point. It's just an average skill level that has moments of decentness, which is fun. I like the casual playthrough style as far as discovering discovery process, I should say. Like, speaking of, does anyone know, like, these are the little things that they drop. I know that this has to do with that last season, that whole Marauder water-based, I'm not going to call it a water-based season because those suckers were like, we're flooding the map. Just kidding, we're taking the water back. And it's like, they flooded the map, and I'm like, rad, we're going to go swimming and do boats and all this stuff. And then the water started receding, and it's like, okay, someone's going after that. I've never tried this one. Should I try something I haven't tried before? Oh, I got him I got a little piece of him. Where you at? Nah, let's go to what I know. Here I am. Do you have Marvel weapons? I know you just got this crate, so you got something good. Ah, he got me good. Ooh, that was a good weapon. That's a good place to... Here we go. As I like to do. This definitely went longer than I expected it to. You're welcome. Oh, good, I got... See, I don't mind these little skins and stuff. Oh, that's a harvesting, so that's pretty neat. There we go. Oof. It's a bit of an embarrassing show. Game-wise. I've been dabbling in a lot of other games, though, which I'll continue to do. Till they figure their stuff out on this one, I think. I tend to only play while I'm streaming, too, so... been doing some... Rogue Company, which is a newer game. It's 4 versus 4. It's real intense and real fast, and it's a shooter. And oof, they muted my Twitch stream though because there was like 5 minutes of it because there's some song that Rogue Company uses in their own lobby, like in between matches. That it was a copyright thing. So I'm like, I gotta figure out how to mute the audio while playing it if I jump back in. Battlefront. Mario Odyssey, depending on if I need to just chill out. Not that this wasn't chill, but still super chill. But yeah, 7:15 Central, Monday through Friday. Weekends, I'm not totally sure. It's just kind of when I feel like it. But as I like to do, appreciate you coming and hanging out. And if you want to view what I view, like when I'm on Twitch and I'm not streaming and I'm watching, Shannon is live. Shannon Woodward's channel. She was on the show Raising Hope as Sabrina. She was on Westworld as Elsie Hughes. She's got a great group of people here on Twitch and on their chat platform thing called Discord. It's not, they don't own Discord, they have a server on Discord where it's like a forum. It's cool. But anyways, very positive group. I would check them out. She has a big following here. She did a voice on a game called The Last of Us. Did she do 2 or 1? See, that's I know her from the TV and film and not from games. But very popular there. Also, Felicia Day. She was on created the Guild. Another one I would recommend. Not a family friendly, typically stream, but she's awesome, and like she usually gets together with her cast from the Guild. So I would check them out as well. Definitely recommended. And you'll find me lurking and chatting sometimes in their streams. And Taran Killen, he was in or Taran, Saturday Night Live. How I Met Your Mother as Blauman, and recently Single Parents. It's on Hulu, and he streams late, 10 o'clock usually, I think, on weekdays. I wonder if he's streaming tonight. If I knew how internets worked, I would raid with the few people that are here. But his gamer tag on Twitch is Tarzan, no Z smashed together, because his name's Tarn, so Tarzan, no Z. Anyway, worth checking out. He'll interview some of his old co-stars and stuff once in a while while they play games, which is fun. But anyways, Chasing Geekdom, you know where to find me. Hang out on Instagram, Twitter, all the things. And as I like to do, close it out with one more time through the trailer, which is 1.5 minutes, and I will see you guys next time.